welcome back to the vlog. Today Matt and I have hit the road for our mini long weekend vacation. Packed up the dogs, stressing out in the back here, I don't know if you can see. So we are headed to Tiverton, Rhode Island. We are going to be staying at one of the Morehouse cottages. So Morehouse Design is a design firm based in New York City and Rhode Island, and I stumbled upon these cottages a few years ago on Instagram. The design firm has the most beautiful style, and I love how they've styled the cottages. So if I can't hire them to design my house for me, I'm going to go and stay at one of these cottages. So anyway, I've been wanting to stay there forever, and we finally were like, let's do it this fall. A couple of them are dog friendly, so we're able to bring the dogs with us, which is great. And it's only about an hour and a half from where we live, so it's not too far of a trek to get there. Tiverton is about 25-30 minutes north of Newport, Rhode Island. It might even be a little bit closer than that. But it's right near the water, and it's a perfect little New England town. So we're excited to just explore, check out the beaches, get some good food and coffee, and yeah, enjoy our time with the dogs. And of course, I will bring you along with us. We just made it to Tiverton, and we stopped at this place called Groundswell Cafe and Bakery. They have this really cute outdoor space for eating. Doggies are out here, being very good. We've been enticing them with treats. So I'm gonna run inside and get some food, and Matt's gonna hang out here with the dogs, and then we're gonna have a little picnic. Is that right? We're gonna have a picnic? Does that sound good? This garden is so cute. Hydrangeas and grasses. I got the butternut squash and chicken sausage bowl, and it had like a sunny side up egg and this delicious cheese sauce on it. And Matt got a breakfast sandwich, and it was a perfect place to stop off with the dogs. Having that little outdoor area was really nice, because sometimes both of our dogs like to bark at people and other dogs, so it can be a bit tricky when it's busy. But the little picnic bench area was actually dead, so we got to eat in peace for a little bit. Now we are going to head to a beach called Fogland Beach. It's right in Tiverton, and we're gonna walk along there, and then after that we'll head over to the cottage. Okay, you guys, this place is amazing. I'm in love. We're moving in. We're never leaving. It's a little big for 2 people, but we're taking advantage of all the space. We got back from the beach yesterday and brought everything in and just scoped it out, and it really is so beautiful. I already have so many ideas for the house back home. I love seeing how other people decorate and like how they create spaces. Traveling always just gives me so much inspiration, but I feel so taken care of. They have thought of everything. There were eggs in the fridge, there was bread, they had a little charcuterie set up, they made cider for us and put cups out with apples, they had apple cider donuts, there are fresh florals and greenery everywhere, like in every room of the house. They had chocolates, I mean, just everything. It's gorgeous, and the view from our upstairs bedroom window is just stunning. It looks over this field, and yesterday there were probably like, what, 10, 12 deer in the field. It was so cool. We played some ping pong, we ordered takeout, we got some beer and wine, had our first, I think our first Oktoberfest beer of the season, and we enjoyed some time in the hot tub, which is such a treat. It was like the perfect cool evening for it. So yeah, really cool place. Enjoying it so far. This morning we are headed to another beach called South Shore Beach in Little Compton. So we'll check that out and then, I don't know, maybe find a place for lunch. We could get you. Alright, so we are leaving the beach. Definitely bigger than the beach we were at yesterday, but really quiet and only a few people there. A few with dogs off leash. We always keep our dogs on leash because they're unpredictable, and Junie can be a little bit reactive or nervous sometimes. We actually got her a little tag for her leash that says, "Ask to pet, I'm nervous," just to prevent people from like coming up to her. Sometimes people don't realize that like all dogs are super friendly, and Junie can be a little bit unpredictable, especially around kids. So we got that this time around so that people wouldn't just approach her. Kind of makes people think twice. But when people saw us kind of like avoiding them with their dogs, they would leash their dogs up, which was great. Mostly it was pretty dead, so that was a nice treat, and definitely a bit brisk, but I'm realizing that I'm more of like a cold beach kind of person. I love walking down the beach when it's cold, all bundled up, especially because in New England, when it's not off season, you can't really bring dogs to the beach unless it's in the evenings. So as soon as off season hits, you can bring the dogs to the beach like any time of the day, which is really, really nice. So now we are headed to a vineyard in Little Compton called Vineyards. It looks like it's dog friendly. I'm not 100% sure, but we will find out. So we're gonna go check that out and see if we can hang outside with the dogs for a bit, maybe try some wine, get some food, and then we'll go back to the house and regroup. Died while we were at the vineyard. Actually, no, the vlog camera did not die. I ran out of space on my memory card and I didn't bring another memory card, so we need to figure out how to get the footage off of that card. So in the meantime, I've been using my phone. But we came home from the vineyard, which was amazing. It was the perfect flipping day. The dogs were able to be there. It was really dead. We did a wine tasting and we sat outside on this little like porch they have for a while. And then when more people started getting there, we went out to the lawn where there was tons of space and the dogs weren't like bothering anybody. But it was just a perfect day, like great weather. and the dogs were very happy. And then we came home and we were kind of chilly, so we went in the hot tub for a few, and then of course we passed out. Like, we both just like zonked out, which was really nice. Like, I can't remember the last time I've had a nap like that. I didn't sleep the greatest last night. I was up so early this morning, like before my alarm ever went off, and I was up like every hour because the dogs' collars have their little tags on them, and when we're at home they don't wear those, and I just kept hearing the jingling. So we're definitely taking those off before bed tonight. But Matt just went to go pick up some Chinese food, and I suspect it'll be an early night because we're both just like tired. I think like weeks of just not having good rest and like being stressed at work and all kinds of things have like caught up to us, and now we're finally at that point where we can just like catch up on rest and relaxation because we're forced to, which is good. It's a good reminder. These kinds of trips are good, and Junie or Piper will not stop whining because of course Dad's not here and I'm not good enough. Junie's just passed out on the couch across from me. I'll show you. Saturday. We slept much better last night. I figured out how to make the fan not make so much noise, and I also remembered to take the dog's collars off so there wasn't so much jingling happening. But we had a slow morning. We sipped some coffee in bed. We enjoyed the view out the window. I swear every day the foliage is turning more and more colorful. It's crazy how quickly it happens. This morning we are at Mount Hope Farm for the farmers market. So Mount Hope Farm is an inn and arboretum, but every Saturday, I believe all year round, they have a farmers market from like 9 to 12:30, and there are tons of vendors here. So we left the dogs at home for the first time. They're pretty zonked. So we put Junie in her crate. Piper will probably stare out the window and wait until we get home. And we're gonna check this out for a bit, head to lunch, and then go back and get the dogs and maybe go to the beach. I just grabbed this mirror for 20. We are back home and fall has happened while we were away. All of the pine needles have dropped. Well, not all of them, a lot of them. There's still more to come, but I'm excited about that because all of these pine needles and leaves that are starting to fall are free mulch. So eventually, when we have time, I will scoop them all up and start to top all of the garden beds, but I'll probably wait a little bit longer before I start doing that because there are still plenty of things growing in the beds. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us on our trip. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a little bit about Tiverton. Perhaps you might even enjoy a trip there yourself. I will make sure to leave links to everything we visited and the cottage we stayed in, as well as the other Morehouse cottages. It really is such a beautiful place to explore. It didn't feel as busy as some of the other more popular areas in Rhode Island, which was really nice for us, especially with the dogs. And we just had a really nice time. It was kind of our perfect vacation, like not too far, cool season, so we can be outside comfortably with the dogs. All in all, good trip, and I'm glad you were able to come along too. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future updates, and I will catch up with you again in the next vlog.